Step into the thrilling dimension gaming territory.
Hey guys, DungeonSaberDuelist here. So one of our friends wasn't able to get all the cards. It's mostly done for the deck that he was going to do, but unfortunately they didn't all come in. So here's what we got. I'm working on an Atlantis Umi build, which those cards are not released yet, but wanted to get some opinions. Drop them in the comments below. Trying to make the deck better and see what we can come up with. It's currently a 45 card deck, but we're running the 2 Nibiru. Pretty easy for those combo decks. Basically get rid of all their monsters, give them big beefy boy, and big thing is popping that off the field, which this deck should be able to do rather easily. Leviathan of Atlantis, just based on the playtesting I've done, he easily summoned himself to the field as long as Umi's on the field. The Mega Fortress Whale, with some of the other cards we're running in the deck, he's also easily summonable. We'll get to that later. And then he can target a face-up monster on an opponent's side and just destroy it. We're running 3 copies of General of Atlantis. Basically get him in the graveyard and he can summon himself. There's a play that I use with one of the other Atlantis cards, which I'll showcase a little bit. Then there's 3 copies of Kiroshin from the Umi build, because almost everything is Umi. So while Umi's on the field, you can only control 1 face-up non-water monster, which is the big effect that we care about because it shuts down a lot of other decks that want to have multiple monsters that are not water. 2 Warrior of Atlantis. I am not currently running the Atlantis field spell, so this is another way to get us into the Legendary Ocean that I'm currently running. So there's probably about 5 ways to get Legendary Ocean, besides drawing it. Oh, including drawing it. Then we're running 3 Monstrous Arms of Atlantis. Again, if this card is normal or special, you can target 1 monster in your graveyard that mentions and special summon it in defense. So it allows you to special summon monsters out of the grave. We're running 1 Doom Kraken. Probably could run more. I'm still looking into that, but you can target 1 water monster you control, except this card, and 1 monster your opponent controls, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, return that monster you control to the hand. And if you're doing Atlantis, then you can just special summon it. The Electric Jellyfish we're running as a 3 of. Send 1 Umi from hand, deck, or face-up field to the grave. Special summon 1 water from your hand. Always a staple in the Umi build, at least the last time I looked. So running 3 of. Here's where I start talking about some of the combos I go with. So Fiendish Vortex of Atlantis, running 3 of it. And then you just dump the General. And then General can be special summoned out of the graveyard, and then you can link off for 2. But we're running 3 of. 2 Ash Blossoms, gotta have your hand traps. Then we're running 3 Atlantis Calls, pretty easy because it's a Rhoda, it's a negate, and it also increases attack power on the field. Then we got our 3 Fish Sonars. Add 1 level 7 or lower monster from deck to your hand that mentions Umi or as a water normal monster. So another Rhoda, that's gonna probably get hit at some point. 2 spell card Monster Reborns. It's kind of funny, Monster Reborning on your opponent's turn. Big shout out to Slifer because he came back to the game and our buddy Solar used this on him and he was so confused. Advent of Atlantis. It becomes Umiwa in the spell and trap zone. And then once per turn to your main phase, you can place one Atlantis, City of the Sea Dragon, or Umi from your deck. And Legendary Ocean is treated as Umi, so this searches that out. 3 Legendary Oceans, debatable which one's better, but all water monsters gain 200 attack, don't care. Reduce the level of all water monsters in both players' hands and on the field by 1. That's the effect that I really care about. I know the other one allows you to pay 1 less in link material, but this also decreases all of our water monsters, just not just the Atlantis ones. So that's why I chose the Legendary Ocean over the other field spell, which is the Atlantis City of the Sea Dragon. Then we're running 2 copies of Infinite Impermanence. Target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, negate its effects. Running 3 copies of Kirshen's Dark Reef. In the Umi build, I only ran it at 1 because I was having trouble getting to Umi sometimes. In this build, there's no issue getting to Umi at all. So you just send one of your face-up Umi monsters or spells to the graveyard, and then you can special summon up to 2 monsters with different names from your hand or deck, which allows me to summon like the Fortress Whale, the Leviathan of Daedalus. There's some other cards that I'm possibly looking at putting in here. I thought about putting in the original Leviathan Dragon Daedalus, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's a possibility. And then let's look at our extra deck currently. We'll look at the XZs first. So we're running the Shark Drake Levis, because this one's summoned easier than I think there was another Shark Drake other than these 2, but Levis was, you can XZ summon it by discarding a spell and using a rank 4 Shark Drake. So you can just summon this one, then summon this one. And then this also negates the effects. And the attack of that monster becomes 0. So Shark Drake, detach 1 material, special summon the destroyed monster to your opponent's field in attack position, but loses what does it attack. And if you do, this card can make a second attack. So this one is making 2 attacks. And then I'm running both of the Silent Horrors. Silent Horror takes 2 level 4s. Detach 2 materials from this. Target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls in face-up attack position. Attached to this card is material. You can only use this effect once per turn. If this face-up card on the field will be destroyed with battle or card effect, detach 1 material from this card instead. Then we have the C101 Silent Horror. Target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls, attached to this card is material, and this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard while it has material. Special summon this card from the graveyard, then gain life points equal to the original attack of this card. Must be in your graveyard to activate and resolve this effect. If this card is special summoned this way, it cannot attack for the rest of the turn. And then one I wasn't planning on putting in here, but I did, is the full armored Utopic Ray Lancer. 3 level 4s shouldn't be difficult in this build. And then once per turn, you can also summon full armored Utopic Ray Lancer by discarding 1 spell and using 1 level or 1 rank 4 or lower XZ monster you control. Monsters your opponent control lose 500 attack. At the start of the battle phase, you can negate the effects of all attack position monsters your opponent currently controls. When this attacking card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can detach 1 material card and make it have a second attack. We're running 1 Stealth Kraken. I believe that turns all your opponent's stuff to water. Yes. So this makes all your opponent's stuff to water. It's kind of like the zombie worlds of the deck, because you can turn all their stuff to water. Then we have the 2 Kraken spawns, 2 level 4 water. Your main phase, you can destroy 1 water monster your opponent controls. So this works with the other card when you're turning all their stuff to water, and then you can use this to destroy their monsters. Not one that anybody else runs, but I like it. 2 level 3 monsters. Not hard to get when you're running like Legendary Ocean to reduce the level of all your monsters by 1. Once per turn, detach 1 material from this card. It gains 500 attack. So if you can keep it on the field long enough, you can actually have this at 3000 just by its own effect over the course of 2 turns. Now we'll get into the link monsters. We're running 2 of the Marincess Coral. I can't pronounce that. But anyway, we're running 2 Marincess Corals. 2 water monsters, and then you can target 1 water monster with 1500 or less attack in your graveyard. Special summon to a zone this card points to. And then you can't summon anything else other than water monsters. But hey, we're only running water monsters for the most part, so easily that's not really anything we're worried about. We'll show this one first. Then we're running 1 Marincess Great Bubble Reef. I thought it was kind of nice. It's a link 4. Starts with 2600 attack, and you can banish 1 water monster from your graveyard or face up field to draw 1 card. Each time a monster is banished, face up, this card gains 600 attack. So you're gaining this 600 attack, you're banishing 1, then you're getting the card draw. And then we'll show off these 2, which is Leviathan Dragoon Daedalus, which it's 3 water monsters, and yes, because of how I built the deck, we will be using 3 water monsters. Becomes Umi. You can only use each of you can special summon 1 monster that mentions. Wow. Anyways. Special summon Atlantis. In the main phase, quick effect, you can send 1 face up Umi you control to the graveyard. Discard your opponent's entire hand. If you do, they draw the same number of cards. Neither player can activate the cards or effects in response. This is like the Neo Daedalus, but your opponent didn't really... They were not able to recoup their hand. It was just... You have no hand. Then you have the Link 4. If this card is Link Summon, special summon up to 3 monsters that mention Atlantis, City of the Sea Dragon, from your graveyard to the zone this card points to, which you have 3 Link arrows to do that. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn. This card's name becomes Umi while in the monster zone once per turn. Quick effect, you can send 1 face up Umi you control the graveyard, send all cards on the field to the graveyard except Umi. So, basically, any card that's not treated as Umi gets sent to the graveyard. And then we have Underworld Goddess, which is one of the ones that one of the cards that is not water. And basically, it's a way to clear the field. Use your opponent's monsters to go into this, because you can use one of theirs. So that's the deck. Tell me what you guys think, what you would improve, what would you take out, what would you replace stuff with. I'm still struggling with that extra deck currently. I think the main deck is fine, but it's the extra deck I feel it needs a little bit of improvement. So leave comments in the description, or leave comments below, and hope that you like the deck profile. Alright guys, peace. Hey guys, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. And if you want to talk about this video, other videos, or even get help with Yu-Gi-Oh decks, you can just jump into the Discord. The Discord link is in the description below. Hope to see you there. Peace.